If you don't know about weed, then go check your dictionary. Watch out with a bounce at a bus and stand up. We bumper legendary. All man line up, ready.
So hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know that it has been a really long time, and I say this every time I get on here, but we're just gonna look past this. Today I just wanted to come to you guys and tell you a little story time about how I got my man. I met my fiance through a friend, so I knew of him. If you had watched our previous videos, well, because we had a channel together, it's still up, so you guys would know how we met. I used to invite him for lunch sometimes, and from time to time, Ryan, he's like he is not the most trusting person, so it takes him a while to build a relationship with people, so he doesn't like putting himself out there too much when I first met him. So he would come and still sit by himself sometimes. One night I went out and I just wasn't in the best of moods, and I called him. I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Do you want to come meet me? I need a friend right now. So he came and we just walked to Walmart. We got some groceries. We went back to my dorm room. We cooked. We talked. It was just a good vibe. Like, the whole night was just good vibes. We started talking a lot more, getting more comfortable with each other. We would start studying together, being in the library with each other, go get food together. We just started spending a lot more time with each other, and I was really happy for that because I did like him a lot. While we were spending time together, let it be known that we were just dating, so he was talking to other people while he was with me, and I was also talking to other people while I was with him. So we would be in each other's presence, and we would start texting. Like, he would be texting someone else that he was talking to. I would be texting someone else that I was talking to. It was just like, how am I going to tell you to stop talking to the people that you were previously talking to if you don't know that I'm the one, and you can't tell me to do the same because I don't know if you're. Yeah, so we would both be texting different people back and forth, and it's just the way it was. We weren't telling each other to shut anything down when we didn't know. We were trying to figure out what was going on with us, if we were the ones for each other. So it is what it is. I don't care what anybody has to say. Put your 2 little senses down below, but it is what it is. That's how dating works. One night he invited me over to his dorm room, and we were laying on the bed. Like, I came over, I laid on the bed, we were just talking, we were conversing, and then I guess one of the girls that he was talking to, she called him on the phone. He told her, like, you know, hey, because I guess he told her about me previously, but she didn't think that I would be anything serious, you know. For some reason, listen, if I want something, I will get it. I will get it. I repeat, I will. No one will tell me I won't. And at that point, I was really starting to like him, so I knew we were going to get somewhere. She's arguing back and forth with him. I'm laying on the bed. I'm just laying there like, this is definitely not happening. So I picked myself up. I told him, thank you for inviting me, and I walked myself right back to my room, because one thing I will not do is allow any guy to think it's okay to have me there, not pay attention to me, and focus your attention elsewhere. So that definitely wasn't okay for me. So I got up respectfully and just went to my dorm room. I guess he completed his conversation, walked his way over to my dorm room, and he apologized. We talked about it, and we pretty much just let it go. After that, we started getting real close, and then that is where we started figuring out, okay, so we are for each other. We really do like each other, so we're going to cut off these people that we were talking to previously and just focus on us. We started to set boundaries with the things that we would do before, and it wouldn't be an issue. We started setting a couple boundaries so it wouldn't be consistent with the things we were doing. Dating during our dating period wouldn't be consistent with where we're trying to go. So that's something that I think is also a big lesson. While you're dating, the environment and the setting is different from when you guys are actually trying to make it official. So before we were dating, but now we're actually talking. Like, we're in the talking phase. I don't know if that's how you guys call it, but we're in that talking phase, you know? Like, your girl is getting somewhere. You feel me? I was getting somewhere. Everything is going good. We set boundaries. One boundary was, okay, whoever you were talking before, any type of girls, any girls, and whoever, 10 o'clock hits, that phone is off. They cannot call, they cannot text, they can't nothing. I do not want to hear it. And it was the same for me. We both agreed on that. It was just little things that we used to do before that it wasn't cutting it in this phase, because now feelings were involved. This is around the time that I started cooking for him, you know, taking real good care of him. I'm just like, yeah, breakfast, lunch, dinner. One day I even went over to his dorm and surprised him with breakfast. And I know you guys are probably thinking like, okay, girl, you just met this guy. But I'm one of those people where I always know what I want. So I just popped up there with breakfast. He wasn't even sure if it was me, or he was so confused, why is she doing this for me, like, oh my gosh, this was so nice. So I just popped up, dropped off some breakfast, and then, you know, he enjoyed it and we started talking more. And then I started staying, like, was it that week? I think around that week I also started staying by him. So I packed a little suitcase and I went by his dorm and I started staying over there. We were spending more time together. So while we were staying over there, I would stay over there and we would do a lot of things together, including showering together. Now, I'm telling you, nothing is official yet, but like literally, we would go in the bathroom and we would take showers together. So while we were showering, you know, we're both in the shower, we're both naked, and of course, emotions and thoughts they're just going through our head about things we want to do, because girls, you know, girls want to have sex just as much as guys want to have sex. It's just the fact. I don't care what anybody says. We're just as curious as the guy. But while we're in the bathroom, we're showering, and he's getting a little touchy-feely, I would turn to him and I'm like, listen, you cannot enter unless you are willing to be married. The second you decide to enter down there, the second you decide to visit her, let it be known that you are married. So if you're not ready for that commitment, don't even touch down there. Don't look at down there, do nothing. Let her stay in her department. So if you're not ready for that, don't even go there with me. That led to us spending time together, doing things like going into the shower and doing nothing, like no sex, no nothing, just spending time with each other, being comfortably naked in each other's presence, and literally doing nothing. I was still cooking all the time, like still taking care of him, helping with laundry, like cleaning up his room, just little things like that we were doing together, still studying, still focusing on academics because we're still in college, but we were not sexually active at all. And I was very adamant about that because that is a different level of commitment for me. So if the guy is not ready to be there, do not put yourself in that predicament for me if you don't want to, because that is important for me. So, okay, fine. Oh my gosh, I'm just thinking back to it because he says that I manipulate him all the time, and honestly, I don't think it was manipulation. There were nights, like, I guess one night we were laying together and we were just talking and laughing and just discussing what our goals were, where we see ourselves in the next few years and stuff. And he just turned and he looked at me and he was like, you know, Takeshi, like, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to enter that department. So I was like, oh, you're ready? He's like, yeah, I'm ready. So I was like, okay, you know. Okay. Things were going smooth. We were like talking. It's been a good period of time now. Honestly, I'm saying all this because it's making it sound like this was so long. Honestly, this was just a couple of weeks into just us talking. So then everything was going good. And one day, I just randomly got up, packed my luggage, put all my clothes in there, everything that I had by him, and I dipped and went right back to my dorm. And I know you guys are probably thinking, like, you guys are not arguing, you guys are not having disagreements, there's nothing bad going on. Why would you pack up and leave? Now listen. Listen, one thing that I know is I'm not one of those females that are just going to sit there and assume that I know the relationship that we have. If you do not tell me and we did not sit down and discuss and decide together what we are, what do I mean to you, what relation am I to you, then nothing was established. So since nothing was established, I could pack my things at any time and just dip. You get what I mean? You do not sit down with a man or a woman if you do not know what position you're in. If that's not what you're there for, if you want to assign yourself a role in his life, that role needs to be assigned. You can't just assume what it is. So I packed all my stuff up and I went back to my dorm. So then he came home all surprised, not knowing what the hell was going on. And he's asking me, like, why would you pack up? Why would you leave? So I turn to him and I say exactly this. I say, you never asked me to be your girlfriend. Oh my God. So he's sitting there in disarray, just wondering, what do you mean? I thought we had already established that you were my girl after all the things that we've been going. Like, no, we did not. You have to ask me. You need to ask me. If you do not ask, then I will not know. What was I before? I don't know. We just had something going on, but I didn't know what it was. So unless you're willing to, let me know where we're going and what it is then I'm not your girl. So then, of course, he came back and he asked me to be his girl. And I'm like, yeah, okay, no, your girl got it. Everyone who was before me did not exist. In my brain, everyone who was before me did not exist. And I needed to make it known, like, you do not settle. If you know where you want to end up with somebody, you do not sit there and settle and just make assumptions on where you guys think you're going. That needs to be discussed. You need to know for a fact what it is you're doing with somebody. You guys need to talk about it. Because if you don't, honestly, I feel like you're just wasting your time. If you do not, you have to establish where you are with someone and where you want to go. If that is not established, then he just has in his head whatever he's doing, and you have in your head whatever you think that you both are doing. And if those paths don't align, you guys don't even know, because you're just rolling with the punches. I don't understand how people do that, but if it works for you, it works for you. Our relationship was, was going great. We're still in that honeymoon phase. Nothing was going wrong. And honestly, I think the key to our relationship lately has really just been commitment. I've always known what I've wanted since I was in high school with any relationship I've been in. So I think that's it for today. That's my advice video, because I'm literally about to run late. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to catch you guys in my next video. Bye. Oh, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know I keep saying that I'm going to be more consistent, but my schedule is free. Last semester was a lot. My schedule is free now, so I should be able to upload more content. So let me know what you guys would like to see in the comment sections below, or following me on my social media. And thank you so much for watching. I hope this will help you get into something, girl, because okay, bye guys. Wow. Oh, I did not do that right.